How many times have you felt your heart stop at Chavez Ravine, even before the game has started? Being a Dodgers fan is exactly that. It's knowing that behind every swing, there's a backstage story that can change everything. Sometimes out of nowhere, sometimes in the dead of night when the front office phone rings. And now, two pieces of news are burning through the hallways of Dodger Stadium. One is about a veteran that many had already doubted, but who decided to silence every rumor with the power of his bat. The other comes from across the country, all the way from Cleveland, bringing a big name that could shake up the bullpen and the hearts of those who believe in this lineup until the final out. What's at stake? More than just stats. It's the future, the present, the flame that makes this blue crowd never stop believing. And that's why, before diving into this story, do the ritual of anyone who lives Dodger Blue to the end. Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with everyone you know who hold their breath at every rumor. Because today, we're going to feel firsthand the weight of two decisions that could reshape October, or make it even more unforgettable. Have you ever stopped to think how many times Dodger Stadium, lit by an orange sunset over Chavez Ravine, has held its breath for a man who refuses to go down? In baseball, every number tells a story, but sometimes it's the silence between the numbers that screams the loudest. And if you're truly Dodger Blue, you know this story has a first and last name, Max Muncy. It was supposed to be just another summer in Los Angeles. A stacked lineup, a sharp rotation, the blue crowd packing the stands with the dream of October beating in every heart. But when Muncy's bat started to falter, the bleachers felt it first. There were 150 plate appearances where confidence seemed to slip away with every strikeout. A .190 average, .599 OPS, just one home run. Numbers that hurt because anyone wearing blue knows what Muncy is capable of when he's hot. And then came the whispers. In baseball, a rumor is like a warm summer breeze. You can't see it, but you can feel it. Journalists, insiders, fans, all asking the same question in the hallways of Chavez Ravine. Will the Dodgers have the guts to wait, or will they go after a third baseman before the trade deadline? Because a lineup this deep can't limp through the hot corner when October demands every detail. And no one in this city has forgotten the bitter taste of falling short because of one missing piece. But baseball has its own way of testing those who doubt. And Muncy, who has already achieved more than many ever dreamed of, decided to face the tide head-on. Since May 31st, as if something shifted deep in his mind, or maybe in his swing. The average climbed to .250, OPS jumped to .829. There were 12 home runs, 51 RBIs that reignited a flame that almost went out. But it's not just cold numbers. It's moments that matter. 3 games with more than 6 RBIs. 2 games with multiple home runs and grand slams that remind everyone why Max Muncy is still one of the most dangerous hitters when the count is full. He's the one who can turn a lost game into a miracle in 9 innings. And in the middle of it all, the front office is watching. The Dodgers are known for 2 things: spending where it's needed, and not being afraid to cut ties when the time comes. That's how championships came. That's how bold trades changed a franchise's destiny. And as safe as Muncy's name may seem today, every strike he misses is still fuel for those whispering that another trade could happen if the tide turns again. But for Muncy, none of this is new. No. At this point in my career, no. If I were younger, it would get in my head. But now, I've achieved a lot, almost all of it wearing the Dodgers uniform. Heavy words from someone who understands baseball for what it is. Cruel, beautiful, and unpredictable. He wants to retire in Los Angeles. He wants to walk out of that stadium gate as a hero who did it all his way. But it's not always like that. And no one feels it more than the fans, who have seen heroes leave in an unexpected trade when the numbers spoke louder than the heart. Think about it. How many fans have kept a jersey of an idol who disappeared overnight? How many have watched a press conference with their hearts breaking? Because baseball is business before it's passion. That's why every Muncy at-bat is almost a small battle. It's not just about him. It's about the living story of a team that refuses to lose without a fight. Meanwhile, in the quiet hallways of Dodger Stadium, some say the phone still rings. No confirmed trade, no names on the table. Just that feeling that if the numbers fall again, confidence might not hold the weight. But for now, every Muncy home run is an answer. Every grand slam is a message to the doubters. And here's the most beautiful part of this story. It's the fans who make this script worth it. Because in baseball, players come and go, GMs trade, scouts watch, but you're the one who stays. Carrying the blue your grandfather wore, clapping the outfield when no one else believes, holding your breath when the count is full. You're part of this decision, even if you don't get to choose who stays or who goes. And that's why your voice matters. So tell me, after everything Muncy has shown this month, after proving that no rumor is bigger than the love he has for this jersey, do you trust he can hold strong until October? Or do you still think the Dodgers should pick up the phone, look at the market, and find a new third baseman to take no risks at all? Leave your opinion down below, because this debate is more than just statistics. It's the heart beating along with every swing. If there's one thing every Dodgers fan learns early, it's that Chavez Ravine doesn't sleep quietly when summer heats up, because every rumor born here carries echoes of the past. Trades that worked out, those that broke hearts, heroes who arrived, and those who left when no one believed. And now, as Max Muncy's bet seems to have silenced those who want him out, another name is starting to spread from mouth to mouth, crossing the country like a whisper growing louder with every Cleveland Guardians loss. Emmanuel Clase. Think about it. Cleveland, which started the year dreaming big, now stumbles from series to series. 40 wins, 39 losses, after losing 2 of 3 to the Blue Jays. And the more this team falters, the louder the buzz grows that before the trade deadline, the Guardians will have no choice but to sell. And if they're going to sell, they'll want impact. And impact, my friend, has a first and last name. The closer, who's been a 3-time All-Star, with a lifetime ERA of 1.84 since stepping into the majors in 2019. Even with a below-par start to year and a whip of 1.471 that raises some eyebrows, Clay still carries an aura of danger when he steps onto the mound in the 9th inning. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, every fan knows a bullpen is never a luxury. It's survival. A rotation can shine for 8 innings, but if there's no one to shut the door, October turns into a nightmare. And even with talent stacked, no one denies it. If Clase really is available, the Dodgers front office won't ignore it, especially knowing Cleveland's phone is ready to ring. And here's where the conversation gets serious, because Tommy Pecoraro, from Covering the Corner, already dropped the bomb. If Emmanuel Clase leaves, the Guardians have a clear target, Andy Pages, The 24-year-old outfielder with an OPS of 0.842, elite defense in center field, one of the youngsters embodying the Dodgers' future on the field. By far the best option, wrote Pecoraro, a phrase that sends chills down any fan's spine. Because Pages isn't just a number on paper. He's raw potential, youthful energy, fuel for the future. It's seeing the lineup become more athletic, more versatile. It's knowing that even with Tommy Edman locked in through 2029, Pages is that trump card who can become a key piece, whether at the plate or in the glove. And giving him up? Well, giving him up is giving up a piece of tomorrow to try to secure today. This is where the fan splits. On one side, cold, calculating baseball says, if there's a chance of bringing a 3-time All-Star closer, do it. Close the deal. Because history has shown that a 9th-inning failure can cost a World Series. On the other side, the Blue Heart remembers every prospect traded away too soon, every talent who shined in another uniform while we kept wondering, what if? Meanwhile, Max Muncy remains at the center of it all. Not because he's on the trade block, but because every swing of his today proves that rumor does not define destiny. Remember how it was at the start of the season? A .190 average, .599 OPS, just one home run in 150 appearances. People saying his time was over, that the lineup couldn't carry that anchor. And now, since May 31st, Muncy's been a different man. A .250 average, 12 home runs, 51 RBIs, .829 OPS. Not to mention the grand slams and multi-home run games that reignited not only confidence, but the pride this fan base feels watching a veteran bleeding blue. That's why this flame doesn't go out. Because a rumor is just a rumor until the last out. And if Muncy proved it's worth believing, who's to say Andy Pages won't be the next to silence those wanting to ship him out too soon? But at the same time, who guarantees that without a closer like Clace, we won't relive a nightmare we know all too well? A bullpen melting down when October is just around the corner, and you feel the weight of this decision echoing through the Dodger Stadium stands. How many times has a trade deadline changed everything? How many names arrived as solutions? How many left without saying goodbye? And in the end, the one who stayed was always you, wearing the blue even when it hurts, holding your breath when the closer climbs the mound in the ninth, knowing every strike, every foul ball. Every rumor is a piece of the story you'll tell your kids someday. So take a deep breath and think. Would you give up Andy Pages to get Emmanuel Clace? You're the GM for a day. Do you trade away the future for more security now? Or do you trust that the lineup, the bullpen, and Muncy's back and hold this tide until October, the way Dodgers history likes it? Dramatic, gritty, winning in the last inning? Comment down below, because it's your voice that keeps this flame alive. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share with that friend who thinks Pages is worthless, or with the one who argues trading young prospects is tearing up future rings. Here, every rumor is our fuel. Every stat is more than a number. It's history. And don't forget, as Cleveland keeps falling and front office phones keep ringing, this story is still being written. Clace may come, Pages may stay, or not. But one thing I promise, as long as there's Dodger Blue, no rumor will catch you by surprise. Because together, we'll live every swing, every strikeout, every trade, until the last out.